This is Sparta!
Hello everybody and welcome back to World of Tanks. My name is Spartan Elite 43 and tonight we're continuing the push. Can we climb it? We were last seen in the Silver League and this time we're on Ghost Town in the T100 light tank, aka Swift, and we are going to go out and see what kind of ruckus we can create. Now this one, we got to be careful because they do have an auto-loading light tank, but the teams are relatively evenly matched. You see a lot of heavy tanks, which is not something that is, you know, it's pretty common to get into these situations like tournaments and stuff like that and see a lot of heavy tanks. Why? Because hit points. Guys, heavy tanks have the most hit points. So you get in the vehicle that has the most hit points, therefore you can take more damage, therefore, you know, you can afford to make a couple mistakes. I took a completely different approach to ranked battles. I wanted maneuverability. I wanted to be able to avoid getting shot relatively, you know, as much as I can. And I wanted to be able to affect the entire match instead of just a small corner of it. So that was my thought process behind the T100. Now also, if you look at the T100, it's very low to the ground. It's a long tank, but it's basically defended by tracks, so a lot of times you'll get tracked and get no damage from it, or you'll bounce the rounds off your turret, or they'll just miss you altogether. So I push over to the corner. As you can see, my heavy tanks are salivating. They are all limiting together. Limiting brush. Anyway, I'm losing my mind, guys. But yeah, so you can see they're limbing training to the center of the map, which is perfectly fine. In a situation like this, 7v7, keeping the team together is preferable. So we want to try to keep away from them as much as possible and just look for an opening to cause some trouble. That's all we're doing. So we wait for the engagements to start and then we sneak up to put some rounds into people's backs and put a round right through the side of the IS-4. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Now then I notice the light tank on the other side of the map. I'm like, alright, light tank, getting ready to flank our heavies. This is where I come in. Like a jet fighter, I have to interdict him. I have to go over, put myself in harm's way, and keep that auto-loader from punching our guys in the butt. That's my job. So if I can get that light tank off the board, then we are golden. But I've got to be careful. He's got an auto-loader. I do not. He has a 105. I do not. So I'm just over here looking for him. I know he was last seen over here, so I know he's here. I just got to find him, and I got to bring him to justice. So where are you hiding, little light tank? And, oh, there he is. Capping our base like a pleb. Hello. Did you honestly think you were going to get away with that? Now, I've put one on you, and now I'm going to aim the shot instead of auto-locking, and... oh, we were a little... ouch! Come on! And this is where I kind of yelled at my team a little bit. I'm like, guys... how do these heavy tanks in the center have nothing better to shoot at than me? Engage! Engage, number one. Make it so. So this chieftain, and I'm going to say this right now, I kind of fumble here. Now, I see this little light tank here, and I cannot allow him to escape. So I go in, I ram him, I shoot him, he runs into his chieftain, he's trying to get out of there. We can't allow him to escape. We've got to bring him to justice. Down he goes. So then I'm like, okay... now, we have multiple tanks against this chieftain. So, I'm going to try to put a round on the chieftain. I hit the mouse. That's not preferable. But, obviously, a mouse, and I think it was an IS-7, should be able to handle the chieftain, right? I shouldn't have to come back and fight this chieftain. But the chieftain just killed another tank, which was the mouse, and he's no health. So, I just go ahead and make sure that he's done. Are you done? Are you done? Okay. Let's move on. So, what do we got? We got an E5, we've got a low health tank, the low health tank, and then we've got a chieftain and an IS-7. I don't know what the low health tank was, but that'll be the next one that I want to try to get. I pull up, put around in the chieftain, I bounce around from that E5 on my left, and put the chieftain out of his misery, pull up, we got an IS-7 to the right, so let's go check him out. Ouch! I took one in the back. Yep, definitely took one in the butt. Alright, so now we're rolling up, and we should have the backside of the IS-7. No problem. But he gets around the corner. It's like he knows I'm coming. Come here. Let me love you. And then I bounce off of him. Our mouse is kind of in a bit of a pickle. So it's where I come in. Yeah, watch him. He's like, I don't care about the mouse. I need to get this light tank. Nope, sorry. You don't get to kill me. And down that guy goes. And that leaves this E5. And I'm over here trying to deal with this E5 while he's face-hugging an IS-7. He kills the IS-7. And that leaves me with the perfect chance to finish him off. And dead. So we end up finishing the game with 12 pins, 4 kills, and we played an instrumental role in causing chaos and winning the match. So what do we end up with? 3,100 damage out of the Gold League into the Platinum League. Let's go. So if you like what we're doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.